Hello Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? Okay, Gemini. So we do have the Ten of Swords. Okay. We also have the Empress, and then we also have the Six of Cups. So it looks like you recently experienced an ending here, Gemini, with someone. And it's definitely someone that you may have spent many years with, especially with the Six of Cups coming out here. That's kind of telling me that you were definitely involved with this person for, a very, very long time, okay? But it looks like, unfortunately, things came to an end here between the two of you. It just kind of looks like you were forced to do what was best for you. So maybe this relationship between the two of you started to kind of like make you feel like, okay, like this person's not good for me. This relationship is not good for me. Like I got to walk away from it. Because it looks like you walked away from something that technically speaking, you didn't want to walk away from, But I feel like this person in some way, shape, or form kind of like forced your hand is kind of what I'm getting. But okay, let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? Ooh, okay. So the person that's in the Strength card is the Empress. You did show up as an Empress. This to me kind of feels like a screw it energy. Like, screw it, I'm just going to call them. Screw it, I'm just going to text them. And you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I want to see why this person was like hesitant on reaching out to you. Yeah, let's look at that really quickly here. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Maybe things ended on a really bad note, okay, between you and this person, Gemini. Maybe this person left a really bad taste in your mouth, but this person's under the impression that you may not want anything to do with them. This person's under the impression that you may not even want to hear from them. But again, they're kind of harnessing the energy of, you know what, screw it. Like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. Like, if they text me back, then they do. If they call me back, then, they do. If they write me back, then they do. You know what I mean? Okay, let's jump back over to you. How does Gemini feel? Okay, so we have let me take this back. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. We have the Page of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. I was gonna say that. Here's the thing, Gemini. We see this person extending themselves to you, but it's not reflecting on your behalf, and it should, technically speaking, be reflecting on your behalf. So I don't know if you changed your number or if you blocked this person or what in the world's happening here, but they are, technically speaking, extending themselves to you. It just kind of looks like, for whatever reason, the message is not getting delivered, because we're not really seeing any sort of response and a reaction coming from you in response to this communication that you should be receiving from them. You're just not receiving from them for whatever reason. Now, we do have the Page of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands. This to me just kind of feels like an energy of you, spending a lot of time focusing on yourself, your finances, your career. For some of you, I am definitely getting that you could be in school. So if you are in school right now, it just kind of looks like you're very focused on getting that degree you've always wanted, things of that nature. I do love the fact that you're pouring a lot of time and energy towards yourself as well as your goals, because it's kind of helping you through this like healing journey, you know what I mean? That you currently, find yourself in. By keeping yourself extremely busy / occupied with your goals, your career, your business if you have one, your education, you don't really find yourself dwelling so much on this person and what could have been and what was. So I do feel like it is helping you a great deal, on this healing journey that you currently find yourself on. Now, here's the thing. We're getting an energy of contemplation coming from this person. It's like this person's contemplating if they should travel to you, but it kind of looks like they're afraid to do so because, again, they don't really know how you're going to respond and react. Like, they don't know if they show up at your house, you're going to turn around and slam the door, you know what I mean, in their face. They don't know if they show up at your job, you're going to call security on them. They don't know, you know what I mean? They just don't know. But with the Chariot coming out here, that's all about traveling, okay? Traveling somewhere or to someone. And in this case, it kind of looks like this one over here is contemplating on traveling towards you. So this person either knows where you work or they know where you live, but they know where to find you. That's one thing that I will say, but they're just like, man, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea, because like, what if this happens? What if that happens? Like, this part is not going to resonate for everybody out there, but this person's kind of worried and concerned that you might like call the cops on them if they were to show up at your house or show up at your job. Okay. Ooh. All right, maybe things ended on a really, really bad note, you know, between you and this person. How does this person currently feel? We have the Seven of Wands, we got the Tower, and then we also have the Six of Swords out here. It's like a part of them feels like it's best that maybe, you know, they just, you know, stay away, you know what I mean? And not, you know, continue to try to get into contact with you, but the desire, man, to like speak to you, it's at an all-time high. It's like it's like they're being pulled in two different directions. It's like there's that big portion of them that wants to speak to you, that wants to fix things with you, that wants to like repair things with you, but then there's that other part of them that's like, you know what? Let me just let this go. Let me just let this go. Let me just move on with my life. Let me just leave Gemini alone, because like they're clearly not texting me back. So, you know, yeah, I think that means that they're done with me and they want nothing to do with me, you know, because, you know, they still wanted everything to do with me. I'm pretty sure they would have texted me back by now, and they haven't. So maybe it's just best, you know, that I move on with my life. But the thing is that they don't want to. Okay, so let's keep going. Wait, okay. What actions? The thing is that you guys are showing up as the King and the Queen of Wands. And by the way, the person that sits in the Chariot is the Emperor technically, and you are showing up as an Empress. So y'all are very, very compatible. Very, very compatible. It's unfortunate that things didn't work out, man, between you and this person, because I could tell how compatible you guys truly are. Anyways, but the thing with the King of Wands is that the King of Wands always has a difficult time staying away from the Queen of Wands. Always. It never fails, you know what I mean? So I do see this person gravitating towards you. I want to look at the Ace of Cups, though. I want to see if this is them calling you or texting you or emailing you or writing you on social media, or if this is them showing up within your energy field, like showing up at your job, showing up at your house, showing up at the gym that they know that you're going to be at a certain time. So let's look at the Ace of Cups. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups. I am getting something about, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to do it anyways. And I guess like we'll see what happens. Okay. Whatever it is that they're doing on their behalf, it kind of feels like whatever it is that they're doing on their behalf, it's like it's like they're hoping that it'll influence you to break your silence with them. Like for example, like this person might like come up with the idea to like send you flowers and like a note attached to it in hopes that it'll cause you to basically break your silence. In return, they just don't know if it's gonna work. They just don't know if it's going to work. Or like, for example, like this person might, I don't know, like have like a package delivered to your address in hopes that it'll influence you to break your silence. They're doing something in hopes that it'll influence you to break your silence, though. So that's like the only thing that I can honestly think of is like them sending like a package or something like that to like your house under their name in hopes that it'll influence you to like reach out to them, or sending you like flowers with a note attached in hopes that, yeah, something like that. Because we don't, technically speaking, see this person showing up in your energy field. So this is not a situation where they're showing up at your job or your house or at the gym that they know you're going to be at during a certain like time. Even though that was something that they were contemplating, but they're just like, I don't know, I don't know if I should do that. Okay? What actions? Yeah, you're receiving something from them. You're receiving something. Let's look at the Page of Wands. Yeah, you're receiving something from this person that you experience this ending with, aka the Emperor. Because they did show up with Chariot energy, and the person that's in the Chariot is the Emperor. I want to look at these two cards. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's see what in the world, because I feel like you're receiving something. Tell me more about the Page of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely receiving something from this person. Oh. If you're receiving flowers from this person, I see you throwing it away. If you're receiving a package under this person's name, I do see you sending it back. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Well, let me shuffle this. Well, let me do this real quick. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Let's see. Yeah, the Justice card in the reverse. Yeah, the Six of, yeah, you already know. You already know what this person's trying to do. You already know what this person's trying to do. Like, if this person turns around and like sends like a package by accident, you know, to your home, you already know they didn't do this shit by accident. They did this shit on purpose. And it's because, you know, they're trying to like wiggle, you know, their way back into your life all over again. And it kind of looks like you ain't having it. Okay. If this person sends you like roses with like a note attached to it, I see you throwing it out. Basically, I see you throwing it out. Because you already know what they're trying to do here. They're trying to wiggle their way back into your life all over again. It's no surprise. So then what happens next? Like, I don't know. You know, then what happens next? Like, what is this person? What is this person to the right of me gonna do next? Okay, let's see. We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this entire situation is not going to really play out the way that they were hoping it would. Which they kind of suspected that it wouldn't. The bottom of the deck, we have the World. We got the Five of Cups. And then we also have the... and you also did show up as a Queen of Pentacles, because I did peep that. And they're showing up as a King. Yeah, you guys are very compatible. This sucks that it didn't work out between you and this person, but... it kind of has this person feeling like you're done with them, like you don't want anything to do with them. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of Cups, we do have the Eight of Pentacles, we also have the Star, and then we also have the Judgment card, to the Two of Wands, to the Four of Cups, to the Five of Pentacles, to the Moon. Okay. It's like this person... it's like this person's trying to like figure out a way to like get back into your good graces and get you back. But the thing is that they don't know what the hell to do. Like, because they don't want to show up at your house and then like, I don't know, like you turn around and call the cops on them or slam the door in their face. You know what I mean? And it kind of looks like whatever it is that they're sending you, it just kind of looks like you're either going to turn around and throw it out, or you're going to turn around and send it back. If it's like a package that they accidentally sent to your address, which we all know they did it on purpose, but it's like they're running out of like ideas to try to like get you back. All they know is that they want you back. They just don't know how to like pull this off. Okay. Well, what else? Wait, don't run from me. Okay. Here's the thing, okay? With the Knight of Wands to the Three of Wands to the Eight of Cups coming out here, which I don't know why I feel like there's like liquid courage attached to all of this. I do see this person traveling to you, but I feel like they're like, I'm getting liquid courage off of this. Like, I don't know, maybe this person's a drinker. I don't know. Or maybe this person tends to like drink when they're like really, really nervous or something like that. But I am getting that this person will eventually show up in your energy field. Like they're gonna eventually pop up at your house. They're gonna eventually pop up at your job. Like it has that type of feel to it. But I feel like there's a lot of liquid courage behind all of that. And it's kind of like this kind of energy, right? Screw it, you know, whatever happens, happens, you know, I guess, you know, if they call the cops on me, I guess, you know what I mean? Like if they trespass me off their property, I guess, you know, like if they turn around and slam the door in my face, I guess, you know, like this to me kind of feels like the desperate act to essentially get you back. That kind of rhymed. Okay. They refuse to allow this cycle to close out here between the two of you, my friend. They really, really do. Yeah. We have the Temperance card to the Four Wands, and then we also have the High Priestess. Oh, okay. Well, my ring light's acting up. Wait, 1 second. Yo, that's so crazy because I wish I could show you my ring light, but like half of the like ring light wasn't working, and it hasn't been working in forever and a day, and today's the day that the whole thing wants to work. So thank you, Gemini, for that, because I've been waiting for like, I didn't even think that it was gonna honestly light up like the full ring light anyways, but yeah, I guess this reading, you know, kind of helped, you know, with my ring light, which I really do appreciate it because I was not looking forward to buying another one. Anywho, back to what I was saying, my apologies. So yeah, they refuse to allow this cycle to essentially close out here between the two of you. So with that being said, I actually feel like you're going to respond a lot better than this person was anticipating and or expecting. Like if this person were to show up at your house, I don't see you turning around and calling the damn cops on them or having them trespassed off your property, or spazzing on them at the gym, you know, or spazzing on them, you know, at work, or calling security on them. Like I think that you're going to respond a lot better than they were anticipating and or expecting. So then they were basically worried for nothing. It was basically what I'm getting. Like, yeah, they were worried for nothing. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.